Welcome, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ghostsmith Gaming with me, Christopher, and we're back with beyondasteelsky. And I have been thinking a bit about this game. I actually felt that, I wanted to make this into a proper series. So that is sort of what we're gonna do. Now we have two videos that we've done before. We started off with a video that was supposed to be a one-off. Then I realized that, I sort of failed the first part of the game, the little area in front of the city. So I thought that, let's just do one more video. And both those videos basically comprised the, tutorial area. Some of it I actually had to look up in a guide to get on further, because I just basically failed. And, some of the things I actually did do myself, so I'm not that, disappointed with myself, just a little bit. But as I mentioned back then, the whole genre of, point-and-click adventure game where you sort of had to figure out clues and hints and puzzles and all of that jazz. A long time since I played that sort of game. And it's been a little while since I played this game as well, so we sort of have to get back into what we're dealing with here. But yeah, I'm sort of thinking that we are actually going to make this into a series now. So we'll see if we'll be able to figure out what's going on with the missing children, what's going on here in Union City, etc, etc, etc. And the sort of goal that we have right now is pretty much a overarching goal, which is to find out what Graham has to do with the sort of disappearances here. And Graham, I don't remember who Graham is, but we'll see. I think we'll figure that out pretty damn soon. So yeah, we've made it into Union City, and it's beautiful. I absolutely love the aesthetics of this game. It's very cool. Lacks a bit in the people department. There's not a whole lot of people here, but guess that's fine for now. But yeah, it's a really nice looking game. So I'm thinking that we would like to go up to this terminal. See if is there anything new that we will get from this.
Hello.
Good morning, Graham, Grundy. I trust you are well on this fine day.
Actually,
Aha! Have you tried Dijon buttercream spankles? It's new.
sounds delightful.
That's the spirit. Now, Mr. Grundy, we both know why you're here, don't we?
I guess we do.
Your firmware. It's ridiculously out of date.
Let's get you sorted then, shall we? Go on, place your hand on the platform.
I like her. Yeah, now I remember who Graham is. It's me. Well, it's not me, but we got a ship from someone named Graham, which is actually the reason why we were able to get into this city. And that is a question then. Who is Graham? Because if I remember correctly, we took a finger of sorts from a body of someone who probably was involved in abduction of children. So that is sort of why we're here. It wasn't only a way for us to get into the city, but it was actually a clue to what could be potentially going on. Okay, and she's very adamant for us to get on here. I think that I want to know a little bit more about why I need this upgrade.
Why should I?
Oh, Graham, what a ridiculous question. How do you expect to access your messages? Or vote on important city issues? Or use the travel system?
Ooh, travel system.
Please consent to the firmware update.
I mean, in a way it sounds okay to do this. It shouldn't pose a problem for me. Well, okay, I'm gonna say okay. We'll basically see what happens. I can't imagine the game sort of, throwing me out of the city. That would be interesting. So let's just go ahead and do the upgrade, see if anything weird happens, if I'm gonna get sort of an alert here for me being an imposter or something. Let's see.
Okay, here goes.
Well, that's very strange.
Knew it.
What's very strange?
What's very strange?
You said that's very strange a moment ago. Something about my data.
I didn't. You said, what's very strange?
I only said it because you said that's very strange.
Great. What else can I do for you, Citizen Graham?
There was something strange about the ID that I had acquired. Well, she may have lost the plot. I definitely hadn't.
Aha, so there's something about this. So what about this firmware?
So is my firmware all up to date?
It sure is, Citizen Graham.
Now you can get back to being a top-notch citizen again. I see you have 2 weeks of public voting to catch up on. Better find a terminal and hop to it.
Ooh, I get to vote on stuff. If that is actually true, that would be kind of cool. I like this option. Strange thing. So, exactly what am I asking about when it comes to a strange thing?
Would you mind scanning my U-chip like you did before?
But, Graham, your firmware is up to date.
Humor me.
Okay.
Well, that's very strange.
There, you just did it again.
Because you asked me to humor you.
I mean, you said that's very strange again.
I assure you that I have a precise log of this entire conversation, and I said no such thing.
It appeared that every time she tried to access my data, the last few seconds of her memory was wiped.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
That is indeed interesting. Now, one thing about this game that I don't think that I really got before is that I can still continue doing this until the sort of option is exhausted, meaning that it will get, like, I think, grayed out, etc, etc. So, will there be a difference if I do this one more time? Let's try that.
Can you try accessing my data one more time?
But, Citizen Graham, I haven't accessed your data.
Please access my data.
Well, that's very strange.
What?
What?
That's what I thought. Whatever was blocking my U-chip was disrupting her memory playback. Another item to add to the Graham Grundy mystery list.
And yeah, so that was different again, but it's still not, it doesn't look exhausted, so I'm gonna try this one more time.
I'm still very curious about this strange thing you keep mentioning.
As am I, sir. Shall I notify a well-being officer?
No, forget I mentioned it.
Very well. Forgetting you mentioned it has been recorded for training purposes.
There we go, so now we're actually done with this. So yeah, you can actually keep asking about specific things. It's not just the one first time that you ask about something. I mean, I both like and dislike that system, because it sort of puts you in a spot where sometimes you actually don't know if you've done everything. And I don't know if that is also a thing that that will have consequences, like, can you push something too far? Should you stop asking at some point? Maybe that is a thing, I don't know. But we can ask more about the firmware as well.
What was the firmware update for?
Well, Mr. Grundy, your U-chip appears to be quite an outdated model. It still had the original firmware from the early iterations of the Council's U-chip program. Frankly, I'm surprised you got by for so long.
I've lived a simple life.
You poor thing.
Aw. Okay, so has she heard anything about missing children then?
Listen, I don't know if you'll be able to help on this.
I'm here to help.
Okay. I'm looking for a child that went missing 2 days ago.
And from which part of the city did this child go missing?
He was from outside the city.
I can only help you locate citizens.
We kind of knew that already. The city doesn't really care about anyone but the citizens. And yes, indeed, the story kicked off in, like, a fairly, well, I don't know exactly how remote it was. Probably wasn't that remote. But it was a small village outside of the city. So obviously the people living there wouldn't have no connection to the city At least on the outside, so yeah. So let's push that subject a little bit.
I'm looking for a child named Milo.
Accessing citizen database.
He is not a citizen.
Is he an animal?
No, I told you he's a child.
Because Milo is a very common name for pets.
That fact does not help me.
I can only help you locate citizens.
Yes, we know that. So what else can we actually find out about this? Apparently I have some ideas here.
I need to find a missing child.
Does it need to be missing?
What?
It's much easier to find a non-missing child.
If he wasn't missing, I wouldn't need to find him, would I?
But if I'd found him, then he wouldn't be missing, would he?
His name is...
Good news. While you were chatting, I checked our records and there are no missing children in Union City.
That is a perfect answer. It would be much easier to look for a child that wasn't missing. That is indeed true. See, about this stalker that we absolutely know has entered the city, you know, somehow.
I'm looking for a vehicle.
Well, a monopod station can be found at either end of the piazza.
Are there any vehicles in the city that have legs?
Polite request for disambiguation. By legs, do you mean a vehicle transporting prosthetics, flat-packed furniture, or fried chicken?
I mean a vehicle with legs for propulsion.
Do you mean a skateboard or scooter?
You are no help.
I'm here to help.
Well, you're not doing a very good job here. Again, let's press this issue a little bit more.
To be more specific, I'm looking for a vehicle that uses legs instead of wheels for locomotion.
Oh, I do wish I could be more help, but I have seen no such creature.
No, a vehicle. Forget it.
Yeah, forget about that. Now, Joey. Again, this is a place where I think that I need a little bit of a refreshment. So let's see what she has to say about no, actually, Joey. Joey was the robot, right? The robot that I think I helped build it, perhaps? And it was the sort of precursor in this city, the sort of AI that almost helped the city become what it actually is.
Can you tell me everything you know about Joey?
Joey was pivotal in the restructuring of Union City, and we will always remember him fondly. If you would like to learn more about Joey's role in the rebirth of Union City, why don't you visit the Museum of New History? Is there anything else I can help you with?
I want to know a little bit more about Joey.
So Joey isn't around anymore?
When the city was ready to be ruled democratically, Joey stepped aside to make way for the Council. If you would like to learn more about Joey's role in the rebirth of Union City, why don't you visit the Museum of New History? Is there anything else I can help you with?
Well, apparently there's a lot that we can ask here, so let's keep going. This can be the episode where we sort of recapture a little some of the things that we've sort of forgotten since the last episode. I mean, at least me. So, what about the terminals all around the city?
Where can I find one of these terminals?
They're everywhere. You can't throw a bilby without hitting a terminal.
Why would I want to throw a bilby?
I know, they're so cute.
What is a bilby? Apparently something cute. Yeah, so this is what it looks like when we've sort of exhausted the subject. Or at least, you know, that's what it's supposed to look like. So what about the council?
Can you tell me about this council?
The council was formed as a democratic oversight committee to ensure the happiness and prosperity of Union City. The council is made up of 5 ministries. Ministry of Plenty, Ministry of Comfort, Ministry of Safety, Ministry of Aspiration, Ministry of Well-being. Would you like to know more?
Why not?
I think I need to.
Polite suggestion. A complete account of the council can be found at the Museum of New History. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Maybe you can tell me more about the council yourself.
How can I speak to the council?
Communication with the council is performed through your daily polls.
Right. Anything a little more direct?
Well, I'm sure if you saw one of them wandering about, they'd be more than happy to chat.
That's more like it. Where would I find them?
The council resides within the citadel. Unfortunately, your kudos level does not permit you access. I'm sure you understand.
That's a bit of a shame. So anything sort of general that you can tell me then about Union City here?
Tell me about Union City.
The temperature is a perfect 296 degrees.
296
Is that
degrees?
Kelvin?
In what units?
Kelvin, obviously.
Of course.
What else would it be?
What's happening in the city these days?
Have you tried Dijon buttercream spankles? It's new.
This sounds horrible.
I have not. Is it tasty?
38% of citizens say yes.
38% is not a great endorsement.
Get it before it's gone.
And at that point, I think that, yeah, we're gonna leave her here. So, thank you for all of that.
Was I helpful?
Yes.
Would you like to fill out a survey?
Of course.
Yeah. Why not?
Excellent. Question 1 of 100.
Oh, come on.
Are you satisfied?
Whoops. Gotta go.
Yeah,
Now that
100
I'd
questions.
dealt with my UChip
No,
problem,
thank you.
I needed to find out more about my new identity. Now that I'd resolved my outdated UChip problem, it was time to look deeper into my alter ego, Graham.
Right, so we need to sort of figure out who I am. Because apparently it is, you know, sort of our only lead, actually. So we came from here, and those are the paths that we sort of got here by. So we can't really go back there, which means that we don't really have a choice. We need to just, we can look in the bin. Like a common hobo. What is, I can use the crowbar. I can't throw stuff away, though. Okay, so no, not like that. No, get back. So the bin is actually, you know, you can throw stuff away. That's kind of what bins are for, I guess. The speaker robot doesn't really feel as if that's something that I need. I absolutely don't want more spankles, but can I get that really awful spankle thing? Can I get more, or have I? Yeah. Ooh. More spankles. And of course, one of the things that we unlocked in the last episode was this little thing. I can hack stuff. So this is kind of cool. So this is the puzzle part of this game. So what this does is that we have these things that we can switch around. You can also switch around the ports in, I believe. Oh, I thought that we could. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. So we can switch those around as well. Which means that scan hand is the sort of first, as it says, start logic. Then we'll get a confirmation if the user is allowed spankles. If yes, then do that. If no, play a refusal and then end logic. There's also a vandalism sensor that if we try to do something with it, it will cause an alarm, which is of angry red. And we can, of course, then do stuff about that. One thing that we could do, for example, is to sort of switch these two around. Which means that if the vandalism sensor is triggered, we could dispense a drink. I don't know exactly if that works. I think that that should work. So if I apply that, and I do inventory and use my crowbar on it, i.e. hopefully triggering sort of a vandalism on it. What the hell are you doing? Yeah? So,
that I'd resolved my outdated
there we go.
problem, it was time to look deeper into my
Yeah, we know
alter
about
ego,
that.
Graham.
So now that I set it to trigger the handing out of cans when you trigger the vandalize alarm, we can get, you know, infinite amount of spankles cans. That's one of the things you can do with this game. But yeah, I think that we have this building. Could that be the history building that we're talking about? And can I talk to people? It doesn't seem as if I can. No, they seem to be rather uninterested in me. These are Minos terminals. By the way, can I get into that whole voting thing? Is that a thing that I can do? Let's see. So yeah, Minos, the system that we are using for everything. So City Live, is that a voting thing? Let's see, these are, ooh, there's a lot of stuff here. So what is the most recent? That is the most recent. So From the top, we have noted that your kudos score has dropped again this month. The Ministry of Aspiration is here to help you aspire to be a brighter and better you. Keep a smile on your face. And then, we hope that you were happy with the lens replacement for your HoloPlinth. Thank you for your custom. Please return the folded one when it's convenient to do so. And keep a smile on your face. Don't know exactly what that is supposed to be, but whatever. Polling. You must start on choosing the new Spankles flavor for Union City. Better luck next time. Okay. Again from the Minister of Comfort. It has come to the Minister's attention that an industrial cleaning robot was locked in an empty land train transported to Asia City. An analysis is underway to determine the person responsible for this error. Keep a smile on your face. Ooh, that is a sort of sinister, almost, message. Even though, you know, it's supposed to be a little bit friendly, I guess. Your record indicates absence for 4 consecutive days. Please contact your manager to determine how we can best help you remedy this situation. So that was actually 10 days ago. So yeah, 14 days ago since I was sort of active within the city. There is a Grundy. As your heart regulator implants are no longer fitted, please return them to us for analysis. Myself, here to monitor you and your health. Thank you and keep a smile on your face. Smile. Photo competition. Don't forget, winners of the Union City Photography Competition will be announced tomorrow morning. Log in to see if you won a prize. Keep a smile on your face. Say cheese. Black is the new black. Okay. With the new Goth Silk. Darker than emptiness itself and super soft on those intimate areas. For the sensitive goth in everyone. That's kinda cool. Visit Blythe's Sewing Emporium at Turnvale Towers. I hope that we get to do that. Because that seems kinda cool. Hey Graham. It's becoming slightly less formal now here. This is a polite reminder from Minus Health. Your health check is now overdue. You step onto your health scanner so we can upload your latest details. Minus Health, here to monitor you and your health. Okay, Minister of Comfort. Tired of trails of spilt oil? Handles missing from your mugs? Windows not sparkling to the standard you deserve? Well, worry no more. This week only you can treat yourself to a new, fully articulate, domesticated servant, D-Ride, or exactly how you pronounce that, I don't know. Packed with features previously only available to citizens at the very highest kudos levels. Full carpet cleaning facilities, a giga vacuum bag, and 5 separate personality modes, and that shouldn't be A5, and 5 separate personality modes to appeal to every member of the household. Pick yours up today. Offer only available to run the commissioning of your own server or whatever. And calling all citizens, Mr. Spankles announcement. Your new flavors incoming. You'll love them. Mangerine, city voted. Black Forest cheesecake. Bourbon bubbler. Ooh. Lobster thermidor. Nice. It's just a lobster, basically. Okay. These new flavors will ignite the taste buds and liberate your mind. From Minister of Aspiration. We greatly regret to inform you that your failure to vote has resulted in a deduction of 2 kudos points. Aw, that's not good. And FAO, Graham Grundy. This is a polite warning. Attention required. We deeply regret to inform you that your kudos level has dropped by 1 level. So why does this look like that and this look like this? I don't know. Okay, Minister of Comfort, your record indicates absence for 12 consecutive days. Please contact your manager to determine how we can best help you remedy this situation. Okay, Koala Couples. Okay, the Cuddly Kiddies are proud to introduce Luke Llama, the newest member of the Cuddly Kiddies trackable family. Gotta love the llama. So this is sponsored by Winamp. I think it was. And today, welcome citizens to another beautiful Union City morning. The Council and the Ministry of Aspiration wish all citizens a very happy Aspiration Day. So that is today. Preparations are underway for the celebrations on the Aspiration platform. Everyone with the appropriate kudos level is warmly invited to join the festivities. We look forward to seeing you there. Also, a lot of stuff today. Hey there, citizen. Ever tried mini case? I got him in my bag. You'd love him, and guess what? We've just got a fresh delivery. Ask your Deroid, I think it's Deroid, to fetch you a pack today. That's okay, I've already got one. Okay, so Due to your unexplained absence from the systems, an appointment has been arranged for you and Mrs. Grundy to discuss your well-being with Mentor Alonso. The interview will take place at 10:30 a.m. today at your apartment. We hope you enjoyed the meeting. That doesn't seem good. I would assume that Mrs. Grundy, would recognize me and say that that's not him. Okay. So yeah, the Museum of New History is celebrating Aspiration Day in style. The Old History exhibit, a gallery of items from before the Golden Age, is open for 1 day only to all social climbers. If you've yet to receive your notification, then we wish you more success next year. Did I get that or not? I don't think that I got that. Also, smile is with a big letter. Don't know why. Okay, yes, firmware update confirmed. Thank you. Breaking news. Okay. And also, there's a lot of messages. Posers Yoga and Transcendental Meditation is now available at the City Mindfulness Retreat, sponsored by the Ministry of Wellbeing, because you know you're worth it. Please send your replies to Moonbeam Shanti Bliss for further information. No attachments, please. And still more. Dear citizens, kinda low, feeling down? Come and play with Spankles the Clown. Meet Mr. Spankles and at 128 Devonshire Boulevard. Remember, no kids after 3 p.m. Why not? And that looks absolutely terrifying. I really don't want to meet Mr. Spankles. There's a lot of what do you say? A lot of commercials here. Looking for an Aspiration Day gift for your loved one? Bought-in Beauty Salon, in business for over 20 years, can pamper you or your loved one. Find us as Astoria 852. Okay, so that was that. Now we checked all of the city live. Can't access my messages.
I added that to my list of things to look into.
Okay, so we can't access messages, and it doesn't seem a whole lot of it. What was the holoplinth? That was a thing. Okay, so what are these things? Advice man. I don't know what that was. Okay, whatever. Personal data, do I have to check anything? Nope, no. Photo archive. Is this something that I will have to do? I hope not. At the civic guide, I don't think that we need to do... Yeah, we can look into the ministers here. Some people that we might come up against, I guess, at some point. Let's ignore that. So we've checked all the messages. Mostly, commercials and stuff like that, but whatever. So what is this? This is a diner thing.
Another customer.
Ooh.
Please scan your U-chip to place an order.
Why don't I? But before I do that, let's hack it. Can I hack it? Scan hand is user allowed spankles. Ooh, customize flavors. See if the shape of that is like this. I guess that we can't really switch them out then. I don't think that there's really anything here that I need. Sure, I can do the whole vandalism thing again, but no. Let's exit that. Can I can do that. Can I do anything with you? I can't do anything with you. I can, however, do the VIP lounge door system. Ooh, no, I want to do that. So, ooh, there's a lot of stuff here. There's this. Oh, okay. So just because it's sort of close, we can do that as well. So yeah, here we go. Pretty standard one, I guess, is user VIP. We'll check, open the door, play welcome. Other. If not, then play a refusal. So if we go out... Oh, no, not that. No, I did not need this. I wanted to exit. So if we try now to get in here.
Apologies,
yeah.
But this is the VIP lounge.
Oh, that's too bad.
Currently hold the required kudos value.
But what if I did? What if I did? There we go. Apply that. Remove that. Try again. And we're in. There we go.
Milo's trail was running cold. I needed to check out Graham's home.
But I also don't think that, this actually amounts to anything. But yeah, this is a sort of a little thing to sort of, I guess, trial you for, how to do stuff like this.
To place an order.
Can I
The
examine
droid
you?
had been designed to deliver service with a smile.
Yeah, droid. Can I talk to you?
Excuse me. Greetings, citizen. Have you come for another extra large fluoride orange spankles with extra foam?
I don't know if that's my sort of thing.
Incorrect. According to your order history, it is your new favorite beverage.
My order history?
Indeed, Citizen Graham. You love it.
That's interesting. Now, doesn't really seem as this would be the droid that I need to ask about stuff, but why don't we just check missing children here?
Know anything about missing children?
Oh my, that's above my pay grade. Unless they came to this cafe.
I doubt it. Nobody else seems to have heard anything.
Excellent. I'm glad to find myself synchronized with local knowledge. Now, may I recommend you forget your troubles with a cold, crisp can of spankles.
That's actually a really good thing. He likes the fact that he knows as little or as much as anyone else. That's beautiful. That's a good sentiment. Don't have to strive to be more. Just be like everyone else. That's perfectly fine. So what about the VIP lounge? What's the deal about
How
that?
can I get into the VIP lounge?
The VIP lounge is reserved for those with sufficient kudos. Let me scan your UChip. Processing. Processing. Denied.
Okay. So how do I get more kudos?
There are many paths to kudos. Employment, civil awards, competitions, good deeds.
So how much kudos do I need to get in?
Let's see. You've got a lot of work to do, Citizen Graham.
Aw. About how much?
What's so special about the VIP lounge?
Well, for one, it only lets in a select few.
So, peace and quiet.
Peace, certainly. Quiet, not at all. The music in there is even louder.
Why would they want that?
The music is scientifically engineered to be both soothing and relaxing.
Well, that's cool. But you know what? I'm gonna leave you for
now.
now.
Keep a smile on your face.
I sure will, Mr. Droid. So yeah, we're gonna leave that off for now. I don't think that we're gonna get much out of that. Ooh, cafe audio system. What can I do about
Sound
this?
system projected music around the whole cafe.
What can I do? What can I do with that? Not a whole lot. Can I change these, by the way? I don't think that I can. Well, that was very much not something I could do anything with. So the game is sort of pointing me in the direction of my, yeah, Graham's
Check
home.
out Graham's home.
That is probably, I mean, it actually feels as if we don't really have much choice here. Is this anything that I can go into? Yeah, this is the Museum of New History. I guess that we probably don't really need to do any of that right now, right? And that is just a... Ooh, what is that, by the way? That looks like a different type of terminal. What is this, then? What do you have?
Hey, got a minute?
For you, sir, I have all day.
This is just a bunch of weird stuff. No, we don't have to do anything about that. Let's move over to the little transport bubble. See if that can immediately take us to our home. And what will happen there? Will my, or you know, not my wife, but Graham's wife, will she be there? That is a question. So what can I do with this? Can I not do anything with this? No, I cannot. You just need to use it. So let's take the monopod home.
Embark now.
Indeed. Do I get to choose where to go? Or do I just go?
Welcome, Citizen Graham.
Where would you like to
Okay,
go?
perfect. So, yeah, Graham's
I knew
home.
Graham had some sort of connection to Milo's kidnapping. His home would be my best, in fact, my only lead. Take me to my home.
Lakeview Apartments.
Ooh,
Certainly.
sounds fancy.
Citizen Graham.
The city knew a lot more about Graham than I did. As I arrived, masquerading as a dead man called Graham, I was apprehensive about what I would find. But I had no choice. I had to find the stalker. And whoever he was, Graham was my only lead.
Yeah, the game is sort of bludgeoning us into this place here. I'm quite curious as to what I will find. Now, this being a game as it is, we're gonna look around a little bit. What's this control box, for example?
Hand scanner.
Ew. So what can we do? We can water the plants. Can we do anything with this? Ooh, we can actually. Is water on? Set flow rate. Is water not on? Set flow rate. Can we sort of set it to be watering all the time? Let's do that. Why not? Let's have it watering the plants like 100% of the time. Wasting a bunch of water. That's fun. See, is there anything else around here? Ooh, yeah, there is. Bird droppings. Need to examine that.
This particular spot seemed popular with the local birds.
It does indeed. Very, very useful information, I believe. Okay, well. This doesn't seem... Okay, so fine. This is not immediately my home. This is just the foyer.
The seal on the floor showed my buddy Joey just as I remembered him, when I left him in charge all those years ago.
You seem to want my attention, I think. Kinda close by as well.
Hey, buddy, watch where you're standing.
What's your problem?
Your face, for one.
She's an interesting one.
Well, if you hadn't been staring at the floor like a moron, you'd have seen me.
So who are you?
I didn't catch your name.
I'm your mama.
What?
Okay, so this is an interesting person. Well, I'm Graham.
Do you know a guy called Graham Grundy?
Nope. Sounds like a moron.
In that case, let me introduce myself. Graham Grundy.
Doesn't surprise me.
This is an awkward encounter. So what can you tell me about Joey, the guy on the floor?
Do you know where I can find Joey?
Oh, I don't know. Weirdo. They say he walked into the gap, or sailed across the sea. Either way, he abandoned us all in this place.
You don't like it here?
Needs more color, wouldn't you agree?
I think it's quite colorful. Like so many colors, in fact.
What happened after Joey left?
Well, duh. Council runs the city now.
Okay. What about these apartments then?
Do you live here?
Do I look like I live here?
I'm not from around here. Maybe everyone here looks like you.
Yeah? And what do I look like?
Trouble.
Keep walking.
Smooth. Okay, so
I'll leave you to...
that's weird.
whatever it was you were doing.
Aw, really? I'll miss you.
Yes, I'm very busy.
Hey, dirtbag! What's your favorite color?
Huh?
You heard me. What's your favorite color?
Do I go blue because she's in blue? Let's do that.
Blue?
Lame.
But you're wearing...
Exactly.
Never mind.
Later, man purse.
Later, backpack.
Ha! You got nothing.
Clearly not everyone in Union City was quite as courteous as they were happy.
Or as sane. Yeah, that was a... What was that? What am I supposed to take from that encounter? I have no idea. Yeah, this is a seal.
The seal depicted my friend Joey as he looked when I left him in charge of the city. Clearly, he'd made his mark.
Clearly. Okay, so we have a little scanner thing here. Is it? This is supposed to be... Yeah, this is an elevator, obviously. Or a lift, as it's called in this game. What else can we find here? This is just a... Oh, this is... What the hell did you come from? You just popped out from space. But you're in here now. Okay, so there's some paint on the floor.
Someone had spilled paint on the floor.
I mean, considering the fact that this is a sort of point-and-click game everything is going to be, you know, important some way or another.
Looked like
Some
someone
more
planned on doing
paints.
some painting.
Obviously, there's a bag as well.
The hold-all was stained with paint.
Hold all. Okay. So what does this little cleaning robot say about all of this? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
The cleaning robot was clearly designed to carry heavy water tanks.
Okay. So I can apparently do something or other. Why would I want to do that? Washing
No
machines
head
here.
scanners, I figured they were intended for droids.
Well, those washing machines at the top there, they're not that accessible. Like, I'm probably a regular height. I mean, I would have to jump to get to those. that's not comfortable. Okay, so there's absolutely something going on here with all of this. So this little droid here is fixing the paint. Why would I want to do? I can do something with the water boy. And the water boy base station unit, which is probably the one that's moving about. Okay, so if the robot is docked, it will refill it to a level, which means that it can clean up the paint. If it is activated, change water level, hyperspin. Ooh, the hyperwash will spin until contents are deemed to be clean. Okay. Change water level to 0 and then auto fold. The hyperwash unit will fold and stack its contents. Doesn't feel immediately like I have anything I can work with here. I mean, I could just, you know, do a simple switch of these and see what happens. Sort of change the water level to 100 and then fold stuff. But what is it doing right now? Oh, I can do something with the integrated laundry system as well. That is this. And now I get... Ooh. Which one is this then? Waterboy domestic cleaning solution and then base. These are different things. Okay. Oh, oh, fine. Oh, sorry. Sorry. That is the cleaning solution, I guess. The... we'll see. So this is the cleaning one. Fine, whatever. So which one was that then? That is the... Oh, no. Okay, so the base station unit is the one up there. That just refills water, basically. Pump water into the docked water boy until the tank is filled to the specific amount. And if it's daytime, it cleans the interior. If it's not the daytime, it cleans the exterior. And that's basically everything it does. And at this point, I could set it to not fill up. What would happen if I do that? What would happen if I do that? Because now we did a water refill. Let's see you try and clean up some stuff. You're not very good at it because you've been going at it for, you know, quite some time. Yeah. She's just walking right past him. That's fine. You already cleaned out your tank. So what happens now? I'm sort of assuming that this is not what I'm supposed to do here. I'm thinking that I'm supposed to do something with the... I was just waiting. Nothing's happening.
Water refill complete.
Not really, but let's see what you're trying to do now. I like this. This is kind of a fun system. Did I actually do something good here because the game is saved.
Commencing spray. Please stand back.
You can't spray because you don't have any water. Oh, that's cute. Scratching his head.
Water
I mean,
tank depleted.
yeah. What would you try to do now?
Commencing refill.
Because you're still not gonna be... I'm assuming that nothing more is gonna happen this time around, right? He just did that and sort of depleted all of his stuff.
Refill complete.
And now this is gonna be really fun for the next person who comes here. Yeah, as I said, I don't think that there's gonna be anything else happening here.
Commencing spray. Please stand back.
Just trying desperately to spray here, but it's not gonna work. Yeah, just gonna do the same animation. Oh, can I...
Tank depleted.
Can I do anything here? No, I can... Oh, I can do something with the advert. What can I do with an advert? Aspiration day. I don't think that I can change these. I can absolutely not change anything here. That's kind of weird. Okay, whatever. Don't really care about that, I think. But yeah, nothing here. I can change something here. Now, what would that be that I can do? Display hologram. Some of these... I could... Could I do this then? If I'm sort of slightly close here. Can I get both of those up? No, I did not get both of them up. Because I could probably just switch them out. Like, how far can I be from this one? This is the furthest, I think. Yeah, but I'm not getting the other one. Because those were the same... those were indeed the same shape. But yeah, I need to be really close for this one, so I'm not getting both of those up. Never mind. Let's I'm just playing around at this point. Let's use a lift and get to where I want to go. I'm sort of gonna assume that this is intelligent enough that it will arrive me at my appropriate floor here. That's an important story. Is this where I live? Nope, that's not my floor or my apartment. Hey, well, I can. Ooh,
I knew that you, Chip.
Who's this?
Oh my, is it really? Yes, it is. Master Graham, you have returned. How wonderful!
Oh, good day, huh?
I shall inform Madam and her guest that you have arrived. She will be so pleased.
No, that won't be necessary.
Not a good idea.
Overjoyed that you have finally returned to the bosom of the family.
This is not gonna go over well.
My apologies for the interruption, Madam Songbird. It's Master Graham.
What about him, Chipworth?
It appears he has arrived home, Madam.
He has, but that's wonderful! Oh, thank Joey! My dear husband is back!
Ah, I was hoping to meet you, Mr. Grundy.
Hmm.
Mentor Alonso, Ministry of Well-Being. I was just here to investigate some irregularities.
I'm sure my Graham needs a few moments to freshen up. Why don't I show you my kudos records?
I don't know who you are, but right now we're both in a lot of trouble. So for both our sakes, you'd better convince the mentor that you're Graham.
Yes, of course.
I'll stall him. Just don't come through that door until you know enough about Graham to pass yourself off as him.
Don't worry. You can count on me. I wasn't sure what I'd walked into. But if I was to convince anyone I was Graham, I needed to find out more about him. His job, his family, his state of mind. The mentor could ask me about anything. Information about Graham was scattered all over the place. All I had to do was look around.
Alright, okay. So we need to figure out stuff. Okay, so we have, for example, artistic photography.
The pictures were all of Graham's wife. They were photochemical prints, taken using an old-style film camera. The retro technology had managed to blend songbirds seamlessly into the fake backgrounds. The photography was impressive, but the subject didn't look happy.
I like how she actually did look happy in the beginning, and then just progressively didn't really look that happy at all.
Keep a smile on your face.
Yeah, that's a thing. I don't really know if that pertains to Graham here. So I guess that he sort of enjoys photography here. We have a... Ooh, oh, no, don't want to turn on the TV right now. What about the fake fire?
Something told me the fire was not authentic.
It's even worse than the kinds we have today, to be honest. Some stuff on the table. Can't do anything with that. That's a closet door. Can I get in here? Check. Is there anything interesting here? Don't seem to be. No. Let's close that up. It's kind of annoying that you have to do the hand motion all the time. I don't think that I would like that. Here's some wine. Okay.
Union City Red. I suspected it was more fruit juice than wine.
Okay. You have an oven.
Definitely an improvement on the food dispensers they used to have here.
Okay.
Personally, I preferred an open fire for cooking.
I'm sure you do. Coffinator,
One
9000.
person in the city appreciated a nice cup of coffee. Although I doubted Union City Blend contained even an ounce of actual coffee beans.
Yeah, I would, you know, sort of agree with you on that one. So this is the toilet. Ooh, this is kind of cool. Looks a little bit like a rest stop, but whatever. Okay, so we have the sink. Use. For some reason. We can use it again. For some reason. Okay. Don't really have much else here. Employee of the month.
So Graham was a cleaning supervisor?
Okay.
The logo on the uniform was quite distinct. I needed to find out who he worked for. If I slipped up, I'd be exposed right away.
That is the green one. I don't know exactly which one of the ministries that was, but okay, so doesn't seem the type that would be involved in stuff like this. Okay, we have a medical scanner. I should use this, to be honest.
Welcome back, Graham. Displaying your health chart now. It has been 2 weeks since your last checkup. You have lost weight. Congratulations. It has been noted that your height has increased. Adjusting records accordingly.
Because that happens.
Scanning for medical implants. Error. Implant missing. Refreshing biomodification database. Please wait. Removing cardiac implant registration. Registering Schriebman port as new implant.
The scanner had detected my Schriebman port, which allowed me to interact with Link, the city's old network. Since then, I'd pretty much forgotten about it.
Adjusting your health rating from C to A+.
I was considerably fitter than Graham. That was good to know.
Well, you know, the wife will be happy, I guess. Or something. So what about a checkup?
Give me a checkup.
Scanning. Your physical health is within the top percentile for a Union citizen. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
I guess that's what happens when you know, actually don't live in a city. You need to sort of do manual labor, etc., etc., which will probably put you in a pretty good physical shape. So, what about those devices?
What devices do I have installed?
You possess a U-chip personal data implant in the perlicue of your right hand. It is functioning correctly. Your cardiac regulator implants have been marked as removed. Please return them to your nearest medical waste facility. You possess a Schriebman local interneural connection port in the 3rd cervical vertebrae. This hardware predates the Minos system and cannot be accessed at this terminal.
That's probably for the best.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
And what about
Do you
advice?
have any advice for me?
A single can of Spankles contains more than your daily dietary requirements. Look for the clown. Drink Spankles. Keep a smile on your face.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
And as ever, some commercials thrown in there. You can apparently give me more advice.
Do you have any further advice for me?
Are you aware that falls while walking are one of the biggest causes of injuries in Union City? Remember, no matter how short the journey, a monopod is always safer and more convenient.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
I mean, that would be one of the reasons why people are slightly unhealthy. Drinking Spankles, taking the monopods everywhere. Yeah. Doesn't seem as if exercise might be the biggest thing here. On the other hand, the people that I've seen so far, they're not, you know, on the bigger side. They look pretty darn slim, them too. So I don't know how Graham was able to become what he is with regards to his health, but whatever. Sure, he did have a implant for his heart, so that can absolutely be one of the reasons, but whatever. So I want more advice.
Do you have any further advice for me?
Calocephala fimbriata are dangerous carriers of disease. Never approach, and if you touch one, report for immediate disinfecting. Do not feed the birds.
Thanks.
Good advice.
Welcome, Citizen Graham.
And I need more.
Do you have any further advice for me?
Food from outside the city has been found to contain high values of salt, sugar, and meat. If you eat Gap food, you are putting yourself in danger.
Thanks.
You are welcome, Citizen Graham.
Yeah, who wants meat in your meat? That's weird. You know, we're gonna leave this.
Due to the alteration of your physical parameters, a new uniform has been ordered and will arrive at your home shortly. Keep a smile on your face.
I was a lot healthier than Graham. In fact, I'd say Graham was downright unhealthy. I had made some headway, but I still needed to know about Graham's work and social standing.
Yes, but that was a good thing, right? Because if we can get a suit from him, you know, that would help, presumably, to sort of be him. What about the shower?
Yeah. I'd already had my monthly bath.
That's good. Good job. We have another door. Ooh, we have this, a trophy. So what have you gotten a trophy for?
First place.
Rhythmics gymnastic, you say?
Amethyst or purple glass? Either way, it looked expensive.
Okay, so collecting crystals. The books.
Fairy tales, courtly romances, and art books.
So nothing too deep. Slightly lighter reading. Also wedding photograph.
That looked like Graham and his wife on their wedding day. They looked blissfully in love. The pictures in the apartment told a sad story. A blissful romance that had soured with time.
Yes, indeed. So, he looked a bit slimmer there. They both looked a little bit more happy. That is true. More sports gear.
A shelf full of sports gear and awards from years gone by.
So he was at some point a little bit more sporty. Some athletics, some regular sports, etc., etc. There's a baseball over there. So yeah, he's done more before. Ooh, this doesn't look good.
I was hit by the acrid smell of chemicals.
What's up with this then? This doesn't look anything like the things outside. There's also a warning light on the wall there. That's interesting.
A cavalcade of cryptids. Someone believed in monster stories.
Interesting. Foot? Probably. Werewolf, maybe? Or something bad, at least. Don't know what that is, though. Is that something to put on my mind, perhaps? Chain of production.
The people knew that Hobart agents had helped me save their city.
Okay, so what does that say? Chain of production, but also ED. Or Ed. Okay. An empty box. Apparently important to look at.
Deluxe hollow plinth replacement lens. There was nothing inside.
Okay. A lot of stuff to look at here.
A security forces copter. I still had nightmares about those things. Twice I'd flown in them, and both times they'd crashed. I hoped I wouldn't have to risk it a third time.
You know, third time's the charm and all of that. Some medals.
An impressive collection of medals, ranging from bravery to long service. Most of the medals dated back to before I was born.
Didn't look that old, to be honest, but whatever.
A sword? The blade was cracked.
Okay.
It looked like one of the land trains from the city walls. It was a detailed model.
Why would he like that? I don't know. Cool hats up there as well. So, military background, absolutely.
Developing fluid and trays. I hadn't seen gear like this since I was a child.
Definitely into classic photography, so to speak. And also the ministry uniform.
A uniform like the one Graham's wife wore. It was cut for someone much larger. I needed to find out who he worked for. If I slipped up, I'd be exposed right away.
So how would I figure that out then? Yeah, more photography.
Looked like these photos were taken by the city walls.
Okay. And a blackout curtain.
The line blocked out all the light from outside.
Oh, I thought that red light was a warning light, but obviously this is a black room for photography. So that is why that's red. obviously. Ooh, shoes. Also important.
A lot about a man from his shoes. In this case, that the man had no taste.
Oh, I mean, it's not like you're the epitome of fashion in this in this city, so I don't think that you should be the one to talk about that. But whatever. So posted on here.
In the sewers, real or fake? Unlikely. The tentacle monsters would have eaten them years ago.
That's a nice little humor there.
I wondered if Graham self-medicated.
I mean, that's a pretty cool poster. I could see myself having that.
When I came to Union City 10 years ago, this was very much the case. These days, I wasn't so sure.
I mean, it probably is, with the whole kudos system, etc., etc.
Anti-Hobart propaganda. Some things never change.
So yeah, Hobart. I don't know exactly what Hobart is. Have I gotten information about that? Hobart Tech. Okay, so probably what is producing all of the robots in the city. Maybe we have a printer.
It was rare to see one of those.
Also, a half-eaten hamburger.
How to survive a war. Better just to not be around to see them.
Another book.
Espionage during the Hobart Wars. Nice to see the propaganda was still around.
So Hobart Wars. What's that then? A calendar?
The calendar showed today as a holiday. Aspiration Day.
Yes, indeed. Also cork board.
Among the drawings were photographs. Land trains and the city walls.
So are we to presume here that some of the stuff that's been going on has been taken via those trains then? He has been sort of photographing the walls, just sort of get an idea of everything. There's also a thing hanging there that I apparently don't care about. But we do have a Minos terminal here. So will this give us anything else? Or will it be the same as before? Have I got new information? No, can still not unlock the messages.
List of things to look into.
Okay, so yeah, nothing else. Personal data, that was still just a photo archive, so can't really do anything about this.
A chart showing that Graham's kudos score had recently dropped. I wondered what had caused such a sharp decline. I had gathered quite a bit of information about his health and social situation, but I still needed to know exactly what he did for a living.
I mean, I know exactly what he did for a living. He was in waste management, so don't I know that? Civic Guide was only about
the council was made up of 5 ministries.
Yeah, here we go.
Each ministry had their own logo and distinctive color scheme. From the color of his uniform, it was clear that Graham worked for the Ministry of Comfort. I had learned all I was going to from Graham's apartment. I hoped it would be enough.
Yeah, he basically gave us information about, you know, when we're done here. So yeah, absolutely, the green one was the Ministry of Comfort. So yeah, let's see if I can remember everything and if I screw this up or not.
The droids who stare at goats. A classic.
That's funny as well. The droids who stares at goats. I don't really want to talk to this guy, I think. Or do I? Maybe I should talk to you as well. Shipworth.
Hello there. Shipworth, wasn't it?
Master Graham, may I say, sir is looking even more fabulous than usual today.
Why, thank you.
Has Master Graham lost weight?
Maybe. Does Master Graham look like he's lost weight?
Oh, yes, sir. And it would appear sir has gained some height as well. Bravo.
Tell me, Chipworth, who was that woman just now?
But that was sir's wife, Madame Songbird.
Yes, of course. My wife.
Is sir quite feeling himself?
It's fine. I've just been having a difficult few days.
How serendipitous that the well-being mentor is here then, is it not, sir?
Absolutely. And what can you tell me about the mentor?
Who was that guy in here when I arrived?
Is sir referring to the gentleman currently probing your wife in the bedroom?
I guess I am.
Oh boy.
That would be the Honourable Mentor Alonso. senior officer at the Ministry of Well-Being. I believe that he would like to see you next.
He would?
Mentor Alonso indicated that there were 1 or 2 anomalies in Master Graham's records. Public voting, kudos levels, employment, whereabouts within the city.
Just some minor things, then.
Consumption patterns, biosigns, indication of physical existence.
I think I get the picture.
But I'm sure there's a simple answer, Master Graham.
Of course there is.
Tell me about the mentor.
As a high-ranking official of the Ministry of Well-Being, he is here, I am sure, to evaluate the well-being of this household.
Well-being?
Health, social participation, work fulfillment, the usual, sir.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I hope that he doesn't want to probe me when he's done with probing my wife. Okay, so, what about that interview?
This mentor, what will he ask me about?
The Ministry of Well-Being is always concerned, sir, with the citizens' well-being.
Well-being?
That's right, sir. A citizen's health and happiness, their relationships and social life, all of the utmost importance to the Ministry. He might also inquire if Sir needs any support in the workplace or similar.
Why exactly was I selected?
I believe Sir's 2-week-long work, poll, and social hiatus may have raised some concerns. Just be yourself, sir, and you will be fine.
Of course, because I am Graham Grundy.
Yeah, I don't think that we really need much more from Shipworth.
Serving you, sir, every day is super.
But it seems kind of weird that
Excuse me, please?
the mentor wouldn't, know who I am, because there's obviously pictures of me, and I'm obviously not the same person. But yeah, let's see what we can do here.
To convince the mentor, I had to be sure I knew enough about Graham.
I am fine. I guess teleport to the bedroom. No, I'm okay. Enter the bedroom. No, it is the bedroom that I'm going to. Never mind.
Graham Grundy, cleaning supervisor.
Oh yeah, cleaning supervisor. I look so much like that.
Darling, I thought you were going to freshen up.
I was, but I missed the sweet sound of your voice.
Oh, Graham, always the romantic. But please don't kiss me until you've showered.
Wouldn't dream of it. Besides, I couldn't let Alfonso hear.
Alonso?
I like his beard.
My lovely wife for a moment longer.
In which case, shall we begin?
Of course. Shall we take a seat in the lounge?
Oh, he seems pretty stuck up.
Now or never.
Let's see if I can do this then.
So, Mr. Grundy.
Mentor Alonso, what would you like to know?
Ah, well, straight to the point. I like that. As I was explaining to your dear wife earlier, there have been some issues with your activity records of late.
Issues? What do you mean?
Mr. Grundy, a word to the wise. This will be much smoother if you leave the questions to me. Now, whilst your records load, remind me, in which ministry are you employed?
I am in Comfort.
Comfort. I'm a cleaning supervisor.
Yes, of course. Ah, here we go. Graham Grundy, 42, cleaning supervisor with the Ministry of Comfort. Cleaning supervisors require Class C exertive activity certification. I trust that your health rating is sufficient.
It's A+.
I did drop down a bit, but I'm back to Class A+ now.
Excellent, excellent. Very good. So, with that in mind, I will mark you as fit for work, barring any other issues. Now, obviously, your kudos level will have fluctuated due to your absence. You're a C+ right now. I note you used to be much higher.
Ooh, I forgot about that. I wasn't A, I think.
Please, Mr. Grundy.
What was I? Was I B+?
B+.
I didn't spot a plus on the record.
Ooh, it's just B then.
Well, that is all I need to check off.
That's good.
But I'd be remiss if I didn't offer you all the extra support and guidance that you need.
Mentor?
When someone goes off-grid, there's usually some underlying trouble. And as a mentor, I like to think of myself as a bit of a troubleshooter.
Of course. I appreciate the concern.
So, let's get to the bottom of all this confusion. Dig a bit deeper, eh?
Deeper? Yes, right. By all means, Mentor.
Tell me about your workplace. I trust there are no issues.
Okay, so train depot sounds good, right? That seems correct. Oh, she's gonna... Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I get it, train depot, fine.
The land train facility. It's a fine place to work.
That's
sure it is.
that's
Department
perfect.
of
Some
Land
charades.
Trains and extra city commerce. Wonderful.
Oh, yes. Couldn't be happier.
We are, of course, very grateful for your service, Mr. Grundy. But there we come to the crux of the matter. Your absence. 15 days is a long time. This is, of course, why my ministry has become involved in your case. We have been concerned for your well-being.
I'm fine. Better than ever, in fact.
Excellent. Now, speaking of your health, I note you had some surgery last year. Tell me about your implants. Are they working effectively?
I guess that we... Yeah, she's talking about my chest, so...
Nothing wrong?
Let's talk about the heart.
You mean my heart regulators? Nothing to worry about.
Thumbs up.
As you can see, the beat goes on.
Yes. Well, I must say you're in remarkable shape considering your medical history. Of course, your mental well-being is just as important to us. How are you getting on with your rather peculiar hobbies?
So obviously photography is a really big thing here. She's... Look at her. What the hell is she doing? What's that? Yeah, photography is obviously a really big thing here, so I'm probably gonna go for that.
You mean my photography?
I do, yes.
You can't beat the feeling of an old-time film camera.
I can imagine. You have an eye for composition. Although I don't understand your interest in using such archaic technology. Choosing to fiddle with knobs rather than availing of ministry-recommended filters, stabilization, automatic archive, and data retrieval, all courtesy of Minos. If we can't see what you create, how can we share in your interests?
Good point.
What can I say? I like a challenge.
I'm sure you do, Graham. Ah, well. I have a busy day of appointments, so sadly we must conclude our little chat there.
It's been a pleasure, Mentor.
Hasn't it? So with that in mind, perhaps you can tell me where you've been for the last 2 weeks.
Ooh.
What? Right. Yes, where have I been the last 2 weeks?
Well...
So what are my choices here?
So, the last 2 weeks, I was working at the land train facility, of course. Cleaning. I'm a cleaning supervisor. And
Yes.
while I was cleaning, I must have bumped my head. The next thing I knew, I was in the middle of nowhere, still on the train. 2 weeks later, the train returned to the city. Cleaner than it's ever been, I might add.
My poor darling! How awful! What a dreadful thing to happen!
Nice save there.
I believe I have all the answers I need from you.
Well, that's a relief.
I'm sure it is, Mr. Grundy.
Well, thank you for stopping by.
Just a teeny tiny thing before I go. There appears to be 1 or 2 anomalous results here.
Anomalous? That doesn't sound good.
It may be nothing. But here's the thing. I get strange readings when I scan your U-chip. Any idea why?
Maybe it got damaged when I fell.
Ah, yes. Of course. That's probably it.
Probably.
You see, the only other time I've seen anything like this is when a U-chip has been tampered with. No one would have done that now, would they?
Tampered with? I didn't even know that you could do that.
Graham's a supervisor, not a subversive mentor.
Yes, a supervisor, not a subversive.
Damaged when he fell. Request analysis. There. Perfect. I have everything I need.
Great. Chipbot will show you out.
Chipworth, darling?
Just my little joke. Chipworth.
Good day, Mr. and Mrs. Grundy.
Oh, he knows, obviously.
I don't know who you are or what you've done with Graham, but I think we got away with that.
I hope so. I don't think that we would get away with it a second time.
Nor do I. If there is anything wrong with Graham's U-chip, you would better sort it out sharpish, before Alonso's analysis comes back.
She doesn't seem too bothered with the fact that I'm not her actual husband.
Who even are you? Where's Graham? Are you that contact he kept ranting about?
Whatever Graham had been up to, it had gotten him killed. I had to come clean with his wife. There's no easy way to say this, but I'm afraid Graham is dead.
What? How? Where?
I found him. In the Gap.
The Gap? What was the idiot doing in the Gap? Was that where he was always sneaking off to? Ugh!
A child, Milo, was abducted from a village out there and brought into Union City. And I think Graham was somehow connected.
Sure, and pigs fly. Listen, stranger. I'm sure you can understand this has been a rather harrowing day. This is all too much for me right now.
Tell me about it.
So, I'm gonna do some damage control on social media. In the meantime, I guess that officially it is your home, so you can stay, but this is my bedroom, and that one is yours. No cute ideas.
Understood. Songbird seemed rattled by the news. Not surprising. But whoever this contact of Graham's was, I suspected they were the key to finding Milo.
Indeed. And with that, we're gonna leave this episode off. I think we've come a little way here. Done a few bits and pieces. And yeah, I mean, his wife, although slightly upset, I mean, the news of her husband dead didn't seem that bad to her. She was more angry than, you know, sad. So that's probably something that we should remember, I think. But yeah, we're here, and we do have our next lead, Graham's contact. So exactly how we're supposed to find out who that was, I don't exactly know. I would assume that her going into bedroom means that we can't go there. Although her bedroom looked a lot better than, you know, ours or Graham's, but whatever. So yeah, let's consider our next step here, what we can and cannot do. And we'll talk a little bit more to Chipworth as well, see if he has some interesting things to say. For now though, this has been Ghostsmith Gaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.